Leave it to my old employer to capitalize on controversy. Every time that The Rock has come back in the past, it's always meant big business. And this year will be no different. It's just how they get there that could be very, very interesting. I think that having sat in those meetings many, many times for years, that they discussed, this is going to be amazing. 3-month build-up, Roman Reigns against The Rock, family versus family. You get no bigger than that. Except the WWE Universe has spoken. And the company, they've also spoken. Those hashtag We Want Cody signs, they reportedly were handed out by the company themselves. But here's where they're really capitalizing. Because The Rock, the creative team, the bosses, none of them could have predicted this. When I was at ESPN, for probably the 3 or 4 weeks leading up to WrestleMania, every single time, we would put on WWE Superstars. People are now doing it 2 months in advance. Seth Rollins, today on NFL Network.
Got this thing. We don't need you. We love to have you, but we don't need you, big guy.
The great thing about Seth Rollins over the years is that the WWE has been able to put him out front on all the big shows, on all the big networks. He's also great at this. You don't really know whether or not it's a work or a shoot, the truth or part of a storyline. And the other thing that he said in this interview is, hey, I've been carrying Monday Night Raw for over a decade. He's not wrong. He said, if The Rock wants to come back and jump on my coattails, I'm good with that. Okay, but here's where it gets a little bit muddy. Because I was in the room for over 10 years when there was 10 to 15 WrestleMania main event caliber stars that were all competing for that spot. The $1 million plus bonus if you were in that last match at WrestleMania. That's when it was the best, when you had all those guys at the top. So I know egos are a real thing backstage. So when Seth Rollins said, hey, listen, he can come and ride my coattails, but we don't need him. We don't need him. And we know this. The Rock, just like every other WWE superstar at that level, has an ego. And if you believe the storylines, if you believe what you read in social media, and I usually don't until I see it on TV, The Rock and Brian Gerwitz are coming back to help with the creative team, which now Triple H is in charge of. Did they approve this interview on Good Morning Football? Did they know that Seth Rollins was going to say that? And is it part of a bigger storyline, or does Seth Rollins really feel this way? Interesting. I know this, that when you don't know if it's real or part of a storyline, that's when everything is at its best. And when you're throwing on WWE superstars 2 months early, before WrestleMania, you know that mainstream media is all over this one. And that for the WWE comes all the way back to big business.